What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Other Side of the Firewall, where we talk about the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who've made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon Tynes
What's up? What's up?
and Levon Maynard.
What up?
What is going on? So, back to the regular formula. This should be the third episode, our discussion episode of the week. So definitely stay tuned. If you missed the other episodes, listen to those too. And then we have I was going to say obviously, but if you're first time listening, we also have a fourth episode during the week where we talk about everything but cybersecurity. So we get into news, movies, just what we've been watching, doing, all that good stuff. So definitely stay tuned. That'll be the Friday episode. So with that being said, our third topic, so to speak, is a discussion about bullies bullying bullies, if that's a thing. So I'll ask you guys your opinions. But this one comes from Yahoo News by Cheryl Tay. And in that article, it's titled, "A Masked Vigilante on TikTok is disclosing the identities of trolls on the platform, saying they can find someone's real identity in 7 or 8 clicks." So I could not find these guys because they disappeared. I'm not as TikTok savvy or Twitter savvy as some, but apparently their accounts keep resurfacing. They call themselves the Great Londini. They wear these creepy masks, kind of like the Fox mask, except for it has like a Joker smile to it. And what they've been doing is they've been going on TikTok and they've been finding people who have been bullying people. In one example, they came after a lawyer who was talking trash about a law enforcement officer. And basically what they say is in 7 or 8 clicks, they can find out everything about you and basically dox you on the interwebs and release your information. At one point, they had 2.3 million followers on TikTok, which was their main platform. And basically, they are coming out and just trolling people. Just like if you were out there talking trash, you seem to pick up buzz for whatever reason, they will go ahead and find your personal data, and then they will just put it out there for everybody to then harass you back. So I have my own feelings about this, but I want to get you guys' opinions. Let's start with Levon.
Honestly, I didn't get a chance to really review it too much, but I guess so. It's pretty much just going around and just like trying to disclose identities for people that just like randomly hide themselves on the internet. Is that what?
Yeah, if you're talking trash, like
talking trash.
And in this case, this guy, let me go back to the example. So he said, "Would you hire a lawyer that made this comment about a police officer? Neither would we. So what should we do? Let's play." It says stupid game, stupid prize. And in it, they just basically like, hey, this person lives here. They do this. This is their real name. So they get rid of all your anonymity and just put you out there on blast.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, I guess it's kind of I don't know. It's kind of like I guess if you're out there trolling people, maybe you deserve to have your information out there a little bit. I guess it's I don't know if you're out there trying to cause some chaos, people try to hide behind their avatars or what have you, be some keyboard warriors, try to talk a good game, and then they get in front of somebody and they cave up. But it's interesting. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool that this mass vigilante is trying to help disclose these trolls' identity, and people don't maybe after a while people won't feel as safe, like they can't like get away with just doing whatever they want on the internet without any kind of repercussions. But what you think about this, Shannon? What are your thoughts?
So I'll say it. Ryan wanted us to go first because he wanted us to take the hit. I'm gonna say
Right.
it. I'm for this, right? I'm for this. I'm sick of the cyber thugging. You know what I mean? Like I'm
cyber thugs.
They cyber thugs, man. Like they quick to go behind, like you were talking about. They go behind an avatar. They're not using their real name, and they go out there and say all this mess, right? And I don't know if you guys saw this recently. I read an article. Idris Elba, the actor, was talking about people should like if you're going to make certain comments, like on, I think he was talking about Facebook though, because when it came about that they were talking about him being the first Black James Bond, Like there was a lot of feedback that came back from that was race related, right? So he was like, I think these people they should have to disclose who they are if they're going to go on and they're going to talk this mess. You know what I mean? Like it's okay for you to have your opinion or whatever, but stand behind it. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm all for this, right? Now, it can get a little hairy, right? It could be up for interpretation, right? Somebody could go out there and say, oh, well, I don't like this, and the group may take it too far, right? Like the thing this lawyer said was a bit more harsh. I don't know, Ryan, you didn't read it, so I don't know if you want it said. If you do, you can say it, you know what I mean? But like what he said about this police officer, it was too far. It was over the line, right? So I kind of I'm for it, right? Like have accountability for this, right? Like let's in the cyber world, let's metaphorically throw up our dukes, you know what I mean? Stand behind what you say and put it out there who you are, right? That's just how I feel about it.
Right. So yeah, I did let you guys go first. No, not to take the hit, but I knew we would have a difference of opinion. So for me, it's like the problem I have with it is that everyone's not losing their anonymity. That's the problem I have. It's not even. You know what I mean? Like people do. I do hate that people talk trash. I hate people that are racist, are bullies, are like it's the internet's full of just these people, and I do feel as though they should be exposed, but I think we should all be exposed. I don't think you should be able to hide behind a handle and say whatever you want to say. But that's not the way the internet works. So it's kind of like I have a problem with that because it's not going to be evenly handled, as well as I have a problem with who is watching the watchers, right? Like they can have the ability to DOS us in 7 or 8 clicks, but we don't have the same ability for them. So they're not disclosing who they are either. So we don't know who these people are, who are basically bullying the bullies. So I go back and forth. Like you shouldn't be talking trash, and you should not feel as though you will not be found. Because these people are they're able to do it so quickly. There's other people who could do it just as quick, right? Maybe even faster. So you should not feel safe when you talk whatever you're talking about, and then you should also not feel as though it's okay to say anything you want to say. But that's what the internet is for. So it's like,
I don't disagree with you. I would be all for everybody losing their anonymity. I'm not against that. You know what I mean? So like, I think we're kind of on the same side, but you're going to the point of, everybody have their anonymity. And again, for me, like, I don't care. Like, I don't go out there on social media and say all these things, right? So me, I'm not losing anything by doing that. You know what I mean? But no, I have no problem with everyone losing their anonymity and being out there with your public face, right? You can do what you want, say what you want, right? Like, don't hide your profile or do any of that. Be ready for the repercussions of it, right? Like free speech is free speech, right? But free speech, let's be real here. Free speech is a matter of the government taking action against you for things that you say, right? Your private employer can do whatever they want for what you say. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's be real here. Don't go to your company and be like, "Oh, I got free speech." Well, like, I'm not the government. Unless your company is the government. Let me say that. Right? But like if they're a private corporation, they can do whatever they want to do to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
In way of termination. So we gotta get that out of their head too, man. I see all these people that are just like, oh, my free speech, this, that, and the third. Like, yeah, that's tyranny against your government, right? And that's not who that is. That's about to fire you right now. It's about to give you your walking papers. You know what I mean?
Or about to catch these hands. It could be.
But then it's assault, right? Like, but then it's assault.
Right.
That's breaking the law. You know what I mean? But and I'm not for that either. Like I'm one of those people, and I know it's unpopular, right? Like me being a black man, you probably don't expect this to come out of my mouth, but I have no problem with the KKK going out there and saying what they say. But when violence happens, that's when I have an issue, right? Like you could say whatever you want to say, right? I was in the military, I did my time, so you can go out there and do that. But you're not gonna incite violence, and you're not gonna perpetrate any violence on anybody, right? Like that's not gonna happen. That's what law enforcement is for. So I realize I'm in the minority with that statement, being a minority, but like I have no problem with people saying whatever they want to say. But don't put your hands on me. Don't spit in my face. Don't do any of that, because I will be prepared to defend myself.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
well said. But I don't know. It's just it creep like so. I don't disagree with anything you just said. It just creep these guys creep me out. Just because you know what I mean. I don't like people not identifying themselves who have such power. But I don't know. I've never had the I to my knowledge, I've never been a troll either. You know what I mean? So I never had that mentality. I never created like a burner account just so I could talk trash about like women or you know a particular orientation or stuff like that. Like people are out there who do that though.
Or so
It's
you
like
say.
yeah, or so I think.
Let me go talk to my buddy Leon, or what's his name, Londi, or whatever his name was. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Let
to
me
dox me.
Londini,
yeah,
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 Londini.
yeah. Yeah. Let me go talk
Londini.
to Londini and see what
I'll be
he's.
putting all and on top of it, I'll be putting all my business out there, right? Like you look at my LinkedIn profile, you know my whole life. So it's like there's nothing to hide here. But also I don't get into those conversations either. Like I'm not like what was it? It was in Hamilton. The what's it called it? Not Hamilton, but was it Burr?
Burr.
Burr.
Yeah, like say
Burr,
less,
sir.
smile more. That's me. I ain't putting nothing crazy out there. Like I give you the cybersecurity news and these tips, and then I'm out. Like I'm not trying to overshare with the world about all my opinions and all that craziness that people do. So people do put themselves out there. So I mean, you do have to deal with the repercussions. So
I had a chance to kind of like look over the article too, and I'm a little skeptical of this whole thing. He might be trolling us in himself. Like I don't know if 7 to 8 clips he can figure out who you are trolling.
right,
Like I don't know. I don't know how you have what mechanism. Me not being into that. Obviously I'm not in the dark web or anything like that. But like if somebody really wanted to hide themselves, you can use a VPN, all this kind of stuff. You can use some other random like email address to register yourself and all this other kind of things. Like I don't know exactly what his clicking would do. Like he'd be clicking to go into some like secret database that shows you like I don't know. It's gonna show IP. It's gonna show like it's gonna
right.
hack your computer and see
It
your
may be that
picture.
it may be yeah, maybe these people just aren't that sneaky with it. You know what I mean? Like I'm just
Yeah,
changing my name. You know what I
They're
mean?
not,
Like
they're not
I
that
just
tech
put a different
savvy.
picture.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not that
they're
tech
not that
savvy.
tech
They
savvy.
just
You still got people out there right now that are leaving their whole profiles public. You know what I mean? That are doing this stuff. You know what I mean?
hmm
Like
yeah,
you got people that are going up there making these statements that aren't even making their information private. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Um,
right. And then just the internet itself, the way it works, right? Like you take it. I think it was like "Don't F with Cats" was a documentary on Netflix, and I'm sidetracking, but I'm coming back around. But like this person was like harming like animals or something. I can't really remember what the documentary was about, but I just remember how overwhelmingly people jumped on forums to look at pictures and examine video, and then they were able to find this person. Like that's just like it just only took a bunch of people on the internet, very small pieces of data to piece it all together and then be like, oh, this person is this, and they live
hmm
here. So they may have that as well. They might have just a pretty good network.
Yeah, because I can understand like if I don't know if they were like, taking pictures and something like that, or they have some sort of like I don't know collection of data that they can pull from. If they were like posting like, oh, here I am at this thing, or like look at this person over here. You can be like, oh, they're in Greece right now. Okay, that's the person that's oh, he's next to the whatever building. Okay, maybe and then that kind of thing kind of piece it together. But if you're just like if you're really trying to just be a anonymous on the internet. Like you just create say you create like a Twitter account, you just use some random email you made like 1234 at yahoo.com, and then
Right.
you don't put your real name on it, you don't put anything about yourself, and you just like no picture, and you just kind of go start posting. Like if somebody's gonna try to find out who you are, they're gonna have to like figure out your IP address or something, or figure out like the email account that you created, who created that email account and tied it to your person's or like maybe your IP again. But that's just me being a layman. And far as like but he said he put some they put some examples, but um, I'd be more interested in seeing like somebody I don't know, like kind of like admitting that they got compromised or got admitted that they got like called out,
Right.
like and then like kind of show that this is how we confirmed it, and this is like the exact person, and this is what he or she wrote, and then they notified the employer, and the employer like fired them and all this kind of stuff. But that's just me being a skeptic. I'm not 100% sold on that they are able to do this in like 7 to 8 clicks. Or they're just talking a good game and trying to be like, look out for us, we're gonna come get you kind of thing. Or
Right.
they're trying to
Right.
be
It
like, but
just
I mean, yeah. yeah, they're trying to look out for cyber bullies, are trying to take care of cyberbullying on the internet, which is a big thing. Because people commit suicide for cyberbullying, so
Right.
it's an important thing. Which I think
Yeah.
that's the part of it that kind of makes me give them a thumbs up, because if they're trying to prevent cyberbullying, I think that's a good thing. And one other small point I was going to touch on, I heard through the grapevine that not that it's like going to happen anytime soon, but people were talking about, wouldn't it be great if Facebook and Twitter and all these other places had to do like ID verification before you made an account. You can't just like make a generic account on the thing. You had to like actually verify your information. It wasn't just like anonymous. So people, if everybody on Facebook, everybody on Twitter was like, that's who you are, you had your name on there, nobody had like some sort of alias. I think it would change a lot of things about how people will like communicate on these social media networks.
So I'm curious. I'm not a social media guy, right? So
Right.
like, how do they do it for Twitter? Because Twitter verifies identities, right? What's the process?
Only if you're a celebrity.
Right.
Or
if you
a
decide
political figure. Yeah.
Right.
You have to be someone of you have to be a public figure to get verified, basically.
Okay.
Kind of like there's some streamers and stuff like that, but still they're still public figures because they have followers and they, what I mean?
Right.
You have to. So, and if you do anything that breaches the code of conduct, or if you're passing misinformation, you could lose your verification status, which then I think verified people get more followers. I think it's like the psychology behind it. Like, okay, this person is legit, I'm going to follow them. So if you lose your verification, then people will start to dump you, basically. So there's a little bit of a check about it. But I would be down for that if they did like anytime I wanted to create a social media account, I had to verify my identity. I'd be down for that. That would definitely cut back on just burner accounts.
Toxic.
and
toxicity of people on the internet.
Yeah, I would definitely be down for that. But then again, people will be like, well, this social company that's private, is violating my rights to be, to say whatever I want to say. Like, well, then don't come on the platform.
Right. Yeah. I think it would, I forgot where I heard that from, but I just thought it's a really interesting idea, but like, it probably would never happen, but that would like change the whole scope as far as like social media and how people are, trolling, and people want to talk a big game, and oh, f this person, f this, whatever, they suck, or they're crazy, the president sucks, or whatever, all this kind of like political stuff. And then you get the people just like mean to like cyberbullying. If somebody's like, they don't agree with, they're gay, transsexual, things like that, they can't just say whatever's on their mind, and then all of a sudden somebody's gonna copy that, put in an email, send it to your boss, and all of a sudden you're canned. You kind of like ruin your life and just being like kind of being a dick on the internet. So
I don't know. I don't even know why we need to go through these guys, right? We just need to hire Neve Schulman from Catfish on MTV.
Right. I was thinking that the whole time, because he'll find you.
He finds everybody, right?
Right.
So
right.
Just hire Neve, and then we're good to go. But like, hey, Neve,
Right.
who is this person, right? You know what I mean? We know it's not this model in the picture that he put in his on his
right. Yeah. See, I'm so skeptical that I even like the Catfish show. I feel like some of that's kind of like fake, or like, I don't know. It seems like kind of crazy.
It sure is. It sure is. Like I I don't have cable, but I have Hulu Live, right? And I watch ridiculousness all the time. They put the different ones out there and whatnot, but they still do, which is weird to me, right? Like, Hulu, you got to fix this. I'm supposed to not have any ads when I do live, but I still get ads with the MTV shows. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
Neither here nor there. But they'll show the advertisements for Catfish, and I'm just like, okay, this isn't even believable anymore, right? Like the show,
like Jerry Springer.
Yeah, it was way out there. It's like there's no way you thought you were, what was it? Was it dating Katy Perry or whatever?
Right. Like,
like, there's no way you believe that.
People want to believe, man. They want to believe they got a shot at whatever. Right. Like, because it's never, you never see the person, the imposter is never not attractive. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right. But some of the other people are. The people get catfished. Or not. Sometimes they're not, but you just be like, that's just unrealistic. Like, you've been dating this person for 3 years, and every time you try to meet up, they just unavailable. for 3 years straight.
They can't.
It's like, where'd they go?
They can't get a webcam in 8 years. They can't get their phone
Right.
camera to work.
Right, really. Yeah, like that would be like the first thing you want to do. Like, okay, we're gonna start like, really talking and being, whatever. Like, get a webcam so we can at least look at each other while we're talking instead of being like, I'm gonna type to you real quick.
People are wild.
Yeah.
but it was definitely interesting topic. I'm sure more will come out of this. And I'm sure this account will pop back up because at one point I had over 3 million followers, right? So I'm sure some version of it will come back up, and we'll see. We'll be able to convince Levon that it's real. It's not a myth.
Yeah, I'm still, I'm skeptic. I want to see. I want it to be real, but I'm a little doubtful how easily they can just like anybody on the web. We just figure out who you are.
They say anybody can get it. Anybody can get it.
Anybody can get it. They got like their hands up like this. Anybody can get it.
But we will see. I'm gonna keep this one in the back of my mind. So if it pops up again, I'll be like, yeah, see,
right, yeah. I want to be proven wrong.
Yeah, right. But with that being said, another great episode. Stay tuned. So this should be the third one that you will listen to. If you missed the other two, please listen to those. If you missed the other 87, listen to those as well. We're nearing 100, so we'll stay on the watch for that. But definitely like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. You can hit us up on our socials through www.theothersideofthefirewall.com. You can hit me up personally if you have a question at RY Security Guy. That's RY Security Guy on Clubhouse, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Twitter. And you, Levon?
You can hit me up on the Twitters at Levon Maynard. No,
that's right.
No alias, no anonymous.
Right. I was gonna say, and one day we will find Shannon's. We will find Shannon's account.
Right. Shannon's on this somewhere.
If you see one that has this picture in it, it is not me. I'm telling you right now.
We can make a Shannon Signs account.
Yeah. It is not me. I assure you. It's like I tell people I work with, look, if I ever come in here and say I run my house, I am lying to you. Like, I'm just letting you know. It is not me.
Got you. But with that being said, everybody out there, stay safe, stay secure.
Take care.